In this one, we're going to talk about a very important aspect of testing your Python code, and that is coverage. Let's go to the board. What is coverage? It measures how much of the code that you're going to use in your program is actually being tested. So it's just a percentage essentially. And what it does is identifies which parts are untested and tested. So what it helps is ensure that, so remember with testing, it reduces your code anxiety and things are working. And then with coverage, it tells you how much of the things you've tested and how much in terms of percentage wise is actually working. So there's a few types of coverage. You can be like, let's go line by line and test and get how many lines are being covered, the percentage line coverage, or the branch coverage, or how many functions were actually covered. So let's make this a little bit more concrete and go to the slides. So when you run your coverage or whatever, so to run it, and in the first video we installed this module here, the PyTest coverage module, and then you run the PyTest command like this to do your coverage, and then you'll essentially just get a coverage report here. So it tells you how much is covered, how much is missing. It's really, really easy. Now, what you can do is you can do very fancy things. Maybe I won't go through how to do fancy things in this one, just the very basics, but you can output a HTML report. Comment below if you can research how to do that. It's really easy. Just go to the docs here and just find out how to do that. Just comment below your solutions. And also you can run it like this, or you make this py.ini file here, and then you can say, okay, what do I want? What do I want? Anyway, let's get a little bit more concrete and just do some coverage. So we'll put this to one side for now, and we'll head to the code. So this is our code of all our tests so far. Now let's just run the tests here with a little bit of coverage. So it's really simple. It's just a matter of making, just adding that additional coverage. So it's going to be PyTests. Now let's just go --cov, and we'll specify the app, which is just the calculator app. You call here, so we're just testing the app. And then let's go for, and then the testing folder is just tests. So we run it. Cool. And then that is what we get. So we get this awesome coverage report. That's amazing. Now, what we can also do is make that go here, and we can go PyTests dot in easy peasy, and we'll just put that there. Just copy that from the slides. Cool. Now let's, and then this will hopefully give us a coverage report there. So let's run it, see what happens until we get a coverage report. I think this is just the coverage report here. So here's the solutions to the HTML thing, but you can just go HTML there. Let's do that. And you can, I think you can also do it just in the terminal, right? See what happens. Yep. And here, coverage HTML coverage, right? And we get this cool thing here on the sides, which is just awesome. So you can just go to index.html, copy the path there, and then bring up your trusty browser and just type that in, and then you get this awesome coverage HTML report here, which is awesome. And you can look at the files, you can look at the functions, the classes that have been covered. It's really amazing. So you can drill down to the bits that are not covered. So you can see all this has been covered, but maybe, for example, if something wasn't covered, you could be like, oh, this is the missing bit that's not covered. So for example, let's go back to the code and let's take out one of the tests. So let's just take out this, let's just take out this, right? Just nuke it. So now that is a test that doesn't exist. Actually, no, I like that one. Let's take out the divide by zero error. Cool. So let's rerun it. Produces another HTML report. So we already have it opened in our browser, which is somewhere. That one, refresh it. And see, now it's saying we're missing this, we're missing what happens when we don't test the divide by zero part. So let's actually just look at the whole thing. Can we go back? Yep. And then it's saying the coverage percentage is 83. And then what we would do is like, oh, we drill down to what bit is actually not being tested. And then here, it's just this divide by 0. So that is a very small, quick introduction to coverage.